Hey guys, welcome back. Anthony Istrico, Istrico Productions. We just got back from NAB show in Las Vegas and we had an absolute blast. So much cool gear, so much cool technology. One of the things that everybody talked to us about was the fact that we were using our Edelkrone SliderPLUS V2 for our daily segment called Hands On, which rolled on NAB Show Live's daily broadcast. The SliderPLUS Pro V2 is awesome, super compact as you can see, tons of travel in a small space, and all of the Edelkrone stuff was pretty amazing. So as soon as we got back from Vegas, we were super excited to see that our Slider Pro arrived. And now the Slider Pro is, in the situation that we have, the same size as the SliderPLUS V2, but it can hold a lot more weight. And since we generally shoot on HD SLR, you know, it's great that the cameras are compact and portable, but by the time you rig out a full kit, you add some weight to it. So that's what we're gonna do today. We're gonna unbox, again, beautiful, sexy packaging. I always like to say it's Apple-esque. We're gonna unbox this and give you our first impression as we build a rig. Today we are going to be using, as I said, the SliderPLUS Pro in the medium size. So let's pop it open. First difference, SliderPLUS Pro comes with this awesome carrying case. If you watched our last video review, and I'm sure you did because it has so many views, one of the things that we said was it would be cool if this came with a case. Well, this one does. Pop it open. It is just as cool as the old one. Very heavy duty aluminum. Now this one is silver as opposed to when the old one was black, but it feels a little bit heavier. First thing I notice is that the screw to plug in your tripod head on top is already in there. I twist it, pops up. Now the only issue we had with the other one was sometimes the threaded screw from the slider to the tripod would stay in the tripod head, would stay in the slider. We had to be cognizant about always keeping the same head with it. The problem is solved here. So any issues that may have arisen with the previous slider, gone. Comes with an awesome case, and this screw is threaded and stays with it. So we are going to mount this on a heavy-duty set of Manfrotto sticks and a 504 HD video head. Now the beauty of these sliders is they're so small and compact that you can put it right on the tripod, as we've done here, and you can do beautiful level shots back and forth. With this guy, we can do tilts and pans and slide at any angle. So since it's more heavy duty and we're gonna put together a full rig, we're gonna mount it on this guy. And I'm gonna mount it to a Manfrotto plate right now. All right, so we've got our beautiful heavy duty Slider Pro. I'm going to mount it to Manfrotto plate so we can drop it in here and see what we got. All right, so we have our Manfrotto plate screwed into the bottom. Locking that into the tripod, and there we go. We have our slider, same thing, beautiful locking switch, the only button on it, and I can double the distance of the slider right here. I'm gonna move this over a little bit so it's center. So I can get my full distance, bam, bam. And again, good level of resistance here, just enough friction, really smooth. And again, we use sliders often, so we're probably really good at this, but the motion is really smooth. Double the distance of the actual slider. Fantastic. Love the design. Very similar to the original one. Same thing almost, except it can support more weight now. So I'll make sure that's nice and level. It is. And now we're going to assemble a rig. I am going to put on a Manfrotto head. We're going to use something a little bit smaller than what's below. This is the 502 Manfrotto head. So the screw is already on there. I don't have to worry about losing it or it coming off or staying with the tripod head. It is on there. All right, so there is our tripod head now. It is ready to accept our camera. And even with this on here, to move it, super smooth. So super smooth with this head on here. I can do some pans, and we still have yet to pick up our target module, our craft module, to do this automatically, but travel's super small, travel's light. We have our heavy-duty tripod head up here on our heavy-duty Pro slider. I'm gonna lock it down so you can see what I'm about to put on this. I'm gonna put a Manfrotto Simpler rig with a flexible matte box, a Nikon D800 with a 24-70 2.8 lens, and a variety of different screens and audio recorders to show you that this heavy-duty Pro model can actually hold the weight that they say it can. And I believe that Edelkrone rates the weight of this thing at, Jared, can you put the weight there? Yeah, cool, thank you. We have our Manfrotto flexible matte box with the stock 12-inch rails and a 6-inch extension, so we can add some additional goodies like audio recorders, external monitor, microphones. So we are going to drop this in here, boop, lock that in. That is good and tight, and now even before we put the camera on, let's just see, you can still see it's very smooth. It's not really bowing, and this is probably a majority of the weight that's going to go on here. I can do pans and whatnot. Really smooth, really nice. So I'm gonna lock that in place, lock this head, and we're gonna put a camera on there now. As I said, today we're gonna be using a Nikon D800 2470. This is my go-to. The camera behind me is a Nikon D600 with a 7200 f4. Another solution that we use all the time. We had that at NAB as well. If you were there, you probably have seen us. Nora was signing autographs one day. All right, so Nikon D800 2470 2.8 has been mounted. Turn it sideways so you can see that. I'm gonna set it in the matte box. All right, so Nikon D800 2470 in our flexible matte box. Bam, we are good to go. We can now shoot outside. The beauty of this Manfrotto matte box is, as the name suggests, flexible. So if you need to pull out one side to block your light, you're good to go. And it folds absolutely flat for travel. Can you see me? It's such a big rig here, right? All right, so we've got the flexible matte box, Nikon D800. Now we're gonna put an external monitor on it and an audio recorder and see how our motion is when we slide. I'm gonna put our Marshall MCT7 7-inch monitor with a Nikon battery plate because of all the Nikon cameras we have, right in the hot shoe so I can see what it is I'm shooting. Grab our HDMI cable, mini HDMI to HDMI. Here's our rig D800 external monitor. Let's turn that on, bam. So another thing that we would add to this would be an audio recorder. HDSLRs capture absolutely beautiful image quality, but the audio on them is a little tough. And since we've occupied our hot shoe with the monitor, we really can't put a shotgun mic there now. So I'm gonna roll up the strap. We are gonna be using for this episode the Tascam DR60D. It's a nice unit in theory. Ideally, they want you to screw it to the bottom of your camera and the tripod beneath. This is way too flexible to do that, so we find that by mounting it on the rails, it's a much more solid solution and it works better that way. So here's our fully outfitted rig. We've got our camera, lens combination, flexible matte box rail system, on camera display so we can see what we're focusing on, and our external audio recorder. Let's see how it slides. Now this, I don't know the exact weight of this, we'll put it up on the screen, but there is definitely some weight to this. We have the shoulder rig configuration for this as well, and I've walked around with this on my shoulder and it definitely is tiring. So let's see with this slider how smooth we can move here. It's very smooth, I have to say. Feels really good. I'm always impressed by the quality of motion that these provide you, especially when you think about the resistance is really just the friction of the wheels from the moving plate to the track itself, and then a thin fabric lanyard. And I really see that as a guide because it's the friction that really causes this thing to move. Such solid build construction. This is a pretty heavy rig, and I'm capturing some smooth motion here. You can really do some pretty fantastic moves here. All right, so one of the reasons why we would use this type of tripod head is because we can get amazing angled shots with the slider. We can really slide down to focus on a subject and slide up to the side and get some hero shots, if you will. And I'm gonna demonstrate some of those here. If I lock this in like this, kind of tilt it back, level it that way, we're able to take our actual tripod where the slider is resting, tilt that down, and then we can get some really cool motion. And you can really easily kind of recreate a jib shot, crane shots. I mean, this slider is heavy duty enough to be used in this angle. With all of this weight on it, it's pretty fantastic. I mean, really all the work here is being done by my strong upper body in the fact that I am keeping this from slamming down, but I've got a pretty weighty camera system on here and I'm having no problem. And from the opposite angle, we can get some really nice shots, kind of doing some big reveal, coming up over something. Gives us the ability to climb. And again, this is just enough distance. And it is stable. These tripod legs are doing a great job holding it. With one hand, I'm getting some pretty smooth shots. All right, we have another very impressive product coming out of the guys at Edelkrone. This is the SliderPLUS Pro medium distance, just like the other Edelkrone slider that we have. Amazing build quality, beautiful packaging. For the amount of weight that we have on this thing, This is a fantastic solution to move this big rig around in the field and get great motion shots. So keep it up, guys, and check out more of our reviews. If you have any questions, get in touch with us on Facebook, Istrico Productions, Istrico.com on the web, and on Twitter @Istrico. See you soon. Bye-bye.